Is this original paint?
That's original paint.
Get out of here. Oh my gosh. I walk around the corner and I see this Ford Bronco, and I'm not a Ford Bronco guy, but anybody that sees this would appreciate it. The condition of this vehicle is insane.
It's got 29,000 miles on it.
Wow.
And I bought this from the original family.
Wow.
Out of Rosebud, Missouri. And this is called the U13, which it does not have any doors.
Yeah,
and
it's all soft top, soft doors.
Sorry, top.
It's a very rare vehicle. I think there's a total of 5,000 that were made from 1966 till 1968. Most people cut the wheel wells out of them to make them off-road vehicles. And this one that I have, it's all original.
How long you had it?
I've had it for a good 15 years, probably.
On that 15 years, how many times do you think you've driven it?
I don't, until just recently. When Mike saw that Bronco, his eyes kind of lit up, you know, like, wow, look at this, you know.
So have you ever entertained selling this?
Not really. I mean, it's high dollar.
Dennis is at a point in his life where we all want to be. I don't think he really needs the money. I mean, these are his trophies. So what I want to do is get a number from Dennis on this vehicle to see if I'm even a player. It's almost like if you were going to drive it, you'd want to pull these doors and have some built that these are just getting to the point where they're a little bit weak. You'd hate to want to tear the original or anything, you know what I mean? Can you pop the hood on it? What's it look like underneath here?
Just like you want it. Six-cylinder. You pop the hood off this thing, I mean, you can almost eat your dinner off it. It's that clean. What do you estimate this being worth?
Oh, gee. I'm gonna say probably 25 anyway.
Yeah, this thing is clean, man. Yeah, these things have gone crazy
Yeah, they have.
over the last 3 or 4 years, man.
There's one $65,000. It's a fully restored one.
$25,000 is big money. I'm gonna think about this car for a while.
Hello.
Robbie.
What's going on?
What's up, Big Rob?
What's up, Frankie?
We need a little technical advice about a Bronco we found.
So this is a 1966 Bronco U13.
U13, that's a roadster model.
Okay, well this one is mint. I'm talking like
Factory paint.
the interior is incredible.
Listen, the U13 model, it was only made like 2 or 3 years. If it's original paint, they're pretty valuable. I mean, what's the guy want the moon for it, though?
He said 25K, and that doesn't sound like something he wants to sell real bad, you know what I'm saying?
I'm going to tell you right now, you're going to make money at 25.
Well, what's make money at 25? You gotta remember, I gotta ship it, so I'm gonna have probably like almost 26 in it.
You're going to get 30 out of it.
So we can make maybe 4 grand.
Oh, easy. I think you can squeeze a little bit more out of it.
66, that's the year you were born, isn't it?
You're already over the hill. I'm not there yet.
That means you can go in at 4 o'clock and get the cheaper meals.
Well, keep me posted.
All right. I think that is a rare model.
It's a lot of money.
The Bronco?
Yeah, I know you got a big number on it.
Yeah, I do. I'd have to have a big number to get me
turn
to
that
sell
loose.
it. Yeah.
What's a big number to get you to sell it? I think he told me $25,000 because he didn't think I'd pay it. That was kind of like the I don't want to sell it number. I mean, just talking.
30.
So when he hits me with 30, that's a whole new ball game. Yeah.
I can tell you, you ain't gonna find another 29,000 mile original Bronco.
Mm-hmm. And what have you had done to it? I know you said
Nothing.
you had, no, I mean, you had something mechanical done to it recently?
I took it to a local repair place, and I had carburetor rebuilt on it, and new distributor cap and wires and spark plugs and tuned up.
What about the gas tank and stuff?
Gas tank was fine.
How long ago was that?
Oh, gee, month.
It starts playing over in my head, Robbie's voice.
You're going to get 30 out of it.
But Robbie hasn't seen this vehicle. He hasn't sat in it. I mean, this vehicle is exceptionally clean. There's got to be more money than 30 on it because this might be the nicest one on the planet. 27 grand.
I appreciate that offer, but I really think it's worth well more than 30.
I'm thinking to myself, if I'm gonna get this, I gotta get crazy. So you would sell it for 30 grand.
I would sell it for 30.
All right, I'm gonna take a chance on it.
Okay.
I feel good about this. The condition of this vehicle is once in a lifetime. How often are you gonna come across something like this? It's always inspiring to meet someone that's been through so much and come out on top. Thank you very much.
Enjoyed it.
So did we,
Thanks,
so did
guys.
we. It was a great time. Look at that.
Ooh.
Oh, Frank, look at that tree coming right
Oh my
up
God.
on it.
That's been sitting there a while, hasn't it?
Up against the tree is a 1933 five-window coupe. Now, 32 was an epic year for Ford. The first V8, the first gear body style, I mean, they nailed that.
Pretty solid piece.
You can look at the dash. On a 33, it's a one-year-only dash.
Such a desirable car, they completely remake these bodies.
The 32 is beautiful, but the 33 is the older, sexier sister. So what you've got is you've got a body, you've got a frame, the rear end. So you got the block. The dash is gone, but
Yeah, there's a dash in the back room.
is there?
Yeah, a red one hanging against the back wall over there.
It's a good candidate for restoration. I've been at this place before
In the
with a
stage car.
32. This is the way I want to find them. No paint, you can see what you're dealing with. There's no Bondo in this thing. I mean, this is real deal Henry Ford steel. Well, where are you guys at? Have you talked to anybody in your family about wanting to sell this or where you're at with
It's all
selling it?
going to
Yeah.
be sold. We just, don't know where to start.
What would you feel comfortable selling it at?
I think if somebody came right up and offered you 14 for it, he'd probably take it.
with the things that we mentioned that go with it.
How nice is the dash?
It's complete. It's got the instrument panel. It's hanging right on the back wall in the shop when we were in there.
$14,000 is a lot of money, but he says he's got the dash, he's got the grille. Those are the things that are gonna add up that really make this car have value. That's where the money comes in.
What do you think?
So I'm looking at the situation, I'm thinking, if we come to a deal, how are we gonna get this out of here? Because there's a tree growing up on its side, and I wanna free this car from where it's embedded so the shipper doesn't have any problems when he comes to pick it up. 14.
14?
We're doing it. I'm gonna do it.
All right.
All right.
I'm doing this. To find a 33 Ford five-window coupe sitting next to a tree, that's picking folklore. Making the deal on the car was the easy part. Now we have to safely get this car out from next to a tree.
Saw it, baby.
And then on top of that, we have to make a path to get the car out. Luckily, Wally and Joe called in help because this is gonna be a big job. Frank, take this. Got it. This is delicate work because the last thing I want to do is damage the body on this 33 Ford.
Watch yourself.
I
there
think it's
you go.
going.
Yep.
All the wheels are rolling on it. That's
Yeah.
amazing.
Looking better now.
Looking good.
Hey, we saved it, man. The trees could have grown all the way through it.
Sexy, man.
Pretty straight.
So once we get it out, we can walk around it, get underneath it, check it out, and it's exactly what I thought it was gonna be. It's perfect. How do I look, Frank?
The car's basically a survivor. It's going to need a lot of work, and you're going to have to hunt up parts. But 33 Fords are highly in demand.
Here we go.
Look at that.
Just a little.
Oh, yeah. There
See
we
it?
go. Woo! With the dashboard and the grille, the 33 Ford is almost ready for its second lease on life.
All right, Danny
Good
got it
deal.
out.
Honored to own it. There's a lot of different ways to go at this car. If you want to make the car perfect, you can do that. But the guy that wants to honor it the way it is, just run it without the fenders, Bonneville style, man, just going down the road, no hood, put a big flatty in there, dual power, is appreciating it even more. Frank!
Look at that.
Ah!
Everything I'm seeing, I like.
Yeah. I've been thinking about this car since we left. This is it, Frank. I've been wanting to get back to it since we left. That was 2 years ago when Danny and I were here.
How long have you had this?
Seems like it's been here my whole life. So.
It's been here your whole life? The power plant for this thing is a deluxe Henderson motor. Henderson Motorcycle Company started in 1911 in Detroit, Michigan. But in 1917, Ignatius Schwinn Schwinn Bicycle Company bought Henderson and moved it to Chicago, Illinois. Police departments preferred Henderson motorcycles because they were the fastest and largest bikes during the golden age of motorcycling. Someone has taken and cut the transmission off.
So it doesn't run then?
No. Someone cut the transmission off for this application.
So what do they use for transmission then?
This has got a drive shaft they've adapted to it. It's a wood frame. It's got motorcycle wheels on it. I mean, somebody did a good job on it.
That it fires.
He started it.
No, he didn't start it. But
He just got it popping.
Yep.
You got starting fluid? Let me see.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, it just wants to run.
I heard that was awesome. It pops, and that is a good sign. Well, tell me what you're thinking on this one. You know, I mean, all I can do is say no.
Don't you think 17.5 is a pretty good price on that?
Now, I've been to the negotiating table before with Dave, and I know 17.5 probably means 15. But I think 15 is the retail number on the car. I'll come up to 11,000 bucks if you want to bundle something, if you want to have some more cash. 15K for the car and the Evans.
And the what?
The Evans Power Cycle.
Kind of hate to. Because
Yeah.
either one of these we can't replace. We're getting short of old motorcycles, and so for a few $1,000s, we'll keep it and let people look at it.
I had interest in your high wheeler.
That's the last one we have. He kept looking at stuff, and he kept looking some more, and
What's your absolute bottom on the car? If I just buy the car, nothing else.
12.5 right now.
12.5. All right. I'll do 12.5 if you throw in the Vespa.
Hello.
It's a $1,500 bike. There's a deal to be made here. We just have to figure out what it is. Whatever happened to the Evans? You want to keep the Evans?
I thought we would keep the Evans.
So we're going nowhere on this thing. Dave's throwing out stuff, I'm throwing out stuff, and then suddenly it's coming out of my mouth before I'm even thinking about it. Why don't we do this? I've got the solution.
Okay. good.
Okay? I'm gonna throw something at you here.
Okay.
All right? I'll do the 12.5 on the car with the Lloyd van that's falling apart.
Let's quit. Let's flip one time.
I don't do too well flipping with you. What are you thinking?
12.5 or 13, and away we go.
So it's $500
All right,
flip.
I'll do that. Okay. It's a $500 flip. Pre-flip it. All right, heads.
I need this bad. Now, where are we at? 12.5 to 13?
13,000, you win, 12.
Yeah.
12.5 you win. For the car and the Lloyd van.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
And you called what?
I called heads.
Bingo!
We got.
Why, you got tails.
Tail.
Mike is still a little snake bit. The last time, he lost every time.
13,000.
Okay, you got her. And his luck is he's still the same. He's at 0. But he still won because he got the product.
There's two ways to look at this. I could be upset over the 500 bucks, or I can think about the cycle car and the Lloyd van and put a smile on my face.
Come on.
Tight fit. Oh, you're coming off, you're coming off, you're coming off.